Mark Brown.
Darren
Sitting
LaCroix.
with Mark Brown.
Yes, sir.
So we did a workshop today.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. Are you wiped out yet?
I'm exhausted.
This
Yes.
man is a ball of energy when we work together. It's a thing to watch. Oh my gosh! And in the evening, he just crashes.
I'm done.
Yeah, but
Fried.
It's all good.
Getting older. Need naps now. Let's be honest
You
here.
took one yesterday, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not yet today. Well, actually, I did while you're in the bank.
Yes, in the back. I saw you. I wanted to knock on the door so I wouldn't freak you out. Just jump in the car like, hello, Darren. Wake up. I'm back.
A couple things you need to know about Mark Brown. You see this charming man on stage. Off stage, you get to know him, have a conversation like this, and you'll find out he's very punny.
Yeah, I'm really bad. I have the worst puns in the world. I've often been accused of punishing people with my puns.
Oh.
So.
You see what I mean? Yeah, that just happened. And it gets worse. Just give us a second or two.
It's true.
Have you always been a pun master?
No, I was never funny. You say you weren't funny in high school. I was so not funny in high school. My high school nickname was Sour Brown.
Sour Brown?
S-O-U-R, sour.
I didn't even know that.
I was mean and I was just
You were
short-tempered. Not mean, but short-tempered, and I just not a fun guy to be around. And
Really?
the thing is, when you were in high school in the 19 in Jamaica in the 1970s, and your name sticks, that's pretty scary. Matter of fact, my high school alumni, Atlanta chapter, sent me correspondence, a letter. Millennials, a letter comes in an envelope, it has typing on, never mind. And it was addressed to Sour and Mrs. Andrea Brown. It was addressed to me, Sour Brown and Andrea Brown. I kid you not. Maybe I'll find a way to get a picture of it and clip it and put it on the video. That was who I was back then. So I was not funny, I was Sour Brown. And the name has followed me for over, 45 years.
So let me ask the question that everyone's thinking now watching this video. What happened? What changed?
God, first. As a Christian, my faith was significant. And along with that
So you didn't have as much back then when you were sour?
Well, I was, you're a kid. You're not really that mature, right? You're angry and stuff. You're a kid, but when your faith becomes more real, you want to act according to your faith. And then God, in His mercy and love, blessed me with Andrea, and she has she has done so much to change the kind of person I am, and I would not be who I am without God, without Andrea, my wife, of 36 plus years.
So what else do most people don't know about the real Mark Brown?
If we played 3 truths and a lie, it'd be really interesting. What don't they know? Well, they know that I get to work with this crazy ball guy every once in a while. All my audiences pretty much know I'm married to Andrea. We got 3 wonderful kids. I shouldn't say kids, they're adults. My baby's 23, for goodness sakes. What don't they know? Some of them may not know.
They probably don't know if you're passionate in soccer.
You mean football? We
Soccer.
say football
Soccer.
in Jamaica. Why?
Soccer.
You use your foot to kick a ball. That's football. Some people do know I'm a passionate soccer football fan.
Who's your favorite team?
Right now, club level in England, it's called Manchester United. That's my favorite team in club ball. In the past World Cup, last month, my favorite team was Belgium. They finished 3rd, but I was favoring them to win. They didn't. That's okay. France won. I like France as well. But what people may not know is I began playing when I was 11 years old. When I was 14, I was my JV captain. In 3 years, I went from not playing the game to being a team captain. And then I played 4 years in Jamaica, junior high and higher, one school. But then I played 4 years for the high school team. And my last year in high school, I was team captain. What they don't know is, in 1977, I was a starting right fullback of my high school team, which finished number 2 in the nation that year. We played in the Jamaican High School National Championship at
You're
the
the
National
Jamaican
Stadium.
nation.
As in the
Was
whole
there
country.
like 4 teams or?
I love this guy. We were playing in the National Stadium, the only stadium in the whole country at the time. And we had 22,000 people watching a high school game.
Wow.
And I got to be on the field for the whole thing. It was pretty awesome. But soccer is my sport of passion.
Did they let you play? You said you're on the field.
It's starting right fullback. I'm telling you, I'm
I know.
Bang, zoom to the moon.
I was on the sidelines for my whole high school career.
Well, yeah, the deeper story has that part too. But yeah, what people don't know is that in my family, my mom and my dad's side, excuse me, there are certain things that are historical in my family. The line, for example, education runs 5 generations deep in my family. Music runs generations deep in my family. And law also runs deep. Of those 3, I'm not really a teacher, even though I am a coach now, and I have spent 20 years in school talking to kids. I'm not a lawyer. My daughter's a lawyer. My uncles were lawyers. You know, I got lawyers. My cousin's a lawyer. It's deep in the family. The middle of that is music. My father's sister went to Juilliard in New York, prestigious music school. Okay, and of an older brother, younger sister, we all took piano lessons the first time together, and we all didn't want to go. We all hated it, the idea of going to piano lessons, and I went to one lesson and fell in love with it. To make matters worse, it turns out, of the 3 of us, God gave me a musical gift. So I had 3 full years of piano lessons, learning Bach, Beethoven, Brahms, the classical stuff. But I also ended up playing in church when I was 14. When I was 16, I was the director of a youth chorale at my church that was so well known in Jamaica. We were on national TV twice. At 16, I was a director, and I was the 3rd youngest person in the chorale. We had 20 voices, and there was only my sister and my good friend Lennox were younger than I was, but I was the guy in charge. In high school, I sang in all-star chorus, and I was the student conductor of an all-star chorus that did all kind of stuff all over. When I was in high school, I was accompanying pianist for the university singers when they toured the Bahamas. So I went on tour the Bahamas as a pianist for a university group, and I was still in high school. All that to say, my musical background, we don't really talk about much, but it's a part of my life I love. And I received a Music Service Award when back in 1995 from the National Association of Negro Musicians right here in the good old USA. A lot of folks don't know that, but
That
I
you're
love
Negro?
music.
We didn't. Really? Wow. I didn't know. Thank you.
Please,
See, this is very educational.
If you're concerned about being politically correct, don't. It's all good.
I
It's a
love this
real
man.
organization. It's for real, and they honored me for my service as an accompanying pianist. I had done some singing as a kid. I was involved in festivals. I won a silver medal as a vocal soloist as a kid. I sang the national anthem at the Golden Gloves boxing tournament in White Plains, New York, many, many years ago, where I met Mike Tyson's trainer. I met Floyd Patterson at the event.
Wow.
Because I was the guy who sang the anthem at this Golden Gloves boxing tournament. So for me, that's a part of my life that's really special and really precious. And being a Christian, I like a lot of Christian music now. Not a lot of contemporary rocky stuff, but hymns are fine. Gospel is great. I love artists like Kirk Franklin and Israel Houghton. He's got jazz, pop, rock, funk style, and I love trying to figure out the chords they use. I love writing chord charts. What it is a song comes up.
There, go ahead.
Okay, and my worship leader says, you know what, Mark? I need to get a chart for this song. He loves the song, but he can't find the music. What I do is I go home, I go on YouTube, I find the song, I go to my keyboard, and I figure out the chords, and I write the chord chart for everybody else to follow.
Wow.
And I've been doing it for years, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
We just took some time and went to see Mission Impossible, and you were as we were walking out. Oops. As we were walking out, you were actually going by the chords and.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, ah.
Yeah, I told Darren that Lalo Schifrin, who wrote Mission Impossible theme, he used a very unorthodox style. He used a 5/4 time. Most music is either a rhythm of 3, 4, 6, or 8, or even 9. But it's very rhythmic. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But Lalo Schifrin did what Dave Brubeck did in Take 5, and he goes dun 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very unusual, very rare, but I hear that and I respond to that. My body just goes, music. Oh, it's like squirrel. That's kind of what I do.
And if you're ever at the Toastmasters convention and you find the hotel that Mark's staying at, and there's a piano there, which often there is, you'll often find Mark there late at night, just playing the piano, and a crowd gathers.
You know, the funny thing, that's true. That normally happens after 9, like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I find a piano in the corner somewhere, and that's how I unwind after a busy day. I'll play the piano, or I'll iron my clothes. Don't ask. But I'll find a piano at a convention.
He's very adamant about that. When we were traveling on the road together, I gotta go iron my stuff for the week, and that's one of the first things you do.
That's true. But the piano, it just relaxes me. I'll sit there. I'll play chord progressions where those chords kind of flow together. There's no song there, but I feel it. I play it. People say, that's a great song. What is it? I said, I don't know what I just played. I played some chords. But music is a way, it does soothe this savage breast of mine, and it just mellows me out. And it's a gift that God gave me, and I love to use it. I enjoy it.